Hello, my name is Cliff Paul. I had the pleasure and opportunity to intern at Lake Forest College within the athletic department this past semester. And throughout my experiences, I learned a lot about organizational communication, specifically formal and informal methods of communication, as well as meeting many people within the department and the college. And I got to interact with a lot of students and outside businesses and entities as well throughout my internship experience. Lake Forest College, throughout my internship, was in an interesting time of their school. They were not only getting a new athletic director, which was the department I was working in, but they also were getting a new president for the school. During this time, many employees were running around doing multiple jobs, wearing multiple hats because of the experience and some of the communication and teamwork that I was able to witness throughout that time was very inspiring and motivating. Some of the things and projects and duties that I got the opportunity to work on and work with multiple people on were the new president's inauguration, where many people had to organize the event, take over other people's duties as they focused on things that were pertinent to the inauguration. You know, there were games and classes that had to be canceled in order to make the space. And another special event that I got to experience and work with, which may have been one of the most rewarding in my professional life, was volunteering at the Special Olympics. Not only putting that event together, where we coordinated with multiple teams throughout the school to put together a system to help coordinate with the swimming events and the pool, and as well as the medals and the award ceremonies, and more importantly, making sure that all the participants and their families were comfortable on campus and knew where they needed to go, and creating a flow chart for where everybody needed to be throughout the day, as well as campus maps and on-site directory of the day, which was one of the best days that I got to work in any job, where I got to interact and work with these Olympians that worked very hard to participate in these events, and watching them and their excitement and their performances, as well as their families' support, as well as the college's infrastructure to allow that event to be successful, taught me a lot about moving parts, multiple people coordinating, as well as just a lot of good-willed spirit. Well, another event that Lake Forest College put on for the first time in its school history that I got to be a part of, but I did not get to attend, was the Boomers. This was an ESPY style player and coach award ceremony for all the teams and athletes at the school. I thought this was a tremendous idea. It modeled the ESPYs and multiple award shows that give athletes their flowers outside of their individual sports. Including fun things like best dressed, best personality, best social media, and just the excitement doing that first time event and getting to see the media from the event, and all the coaches and players dressing up. It was a very rewarding event, and look forward to being a part of that for years to come. That those items were large ticket events that I got to work with and work on, and they did take up a lot of the time during the internship because of the magnitude of those items. But on a daily basis, um, dealing with volunteers and employees, after working with Mike Raymond, who is the facilities director, he actually coordinates with not only the student employees of some of the athletic spaces, but with their work study schedules as well. So he has to balance making sure that the facilities are covered while not overworking students and making sure that they are within the parameters of their programs. And so getting to sit down with him and um, doing matrices and working on time off requests is very cumbersome. Um, and on a day-to-day basis, working with space requests and different departments trying to use the athletic facilities for different events was a way that I got to learn how to communicate better, not only within the department, but externally. And one of the last things that I'm working on now and got to work on was the golf outing fundraiser, which is a large event for the school. It brings in a lot of donations so that the athletics can run top tier teams and events, which resulted in multiple teams being able to participate in the NCAA tournaments at the end of the season, coordinating with that as well as reaching out to different businesses that have previously donated and prospective donations. And so, in general, working within the athletic department for Lake Forest College and working within multiple departments was very rewarding, very challenging experience from a communication standpoint, particularly when it came to organizational communication with formal and informal communications, memos, team emails, and Zooms, making sure that you know there was almost an over communication so that everybody was on the same page as a lot of parts moved. Taught me a lot about how much individual and teamwork it takes to run such great institutions like Lake Forest College. Thank you for my presentation, and I appreciate you guys' time.